Good evening. I'd just like to say thank you so much for all of your support and messages this week. It really means a lot, and some of the messages were quite touching, and for you to share your experiences as well, that's kept me going. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. It's going to be a very long 3 weeks. I think it's going to be the longest 3 weeks in our lives, really, isn't it? But we've got so much to tell you already. We've got, some of you may know, we have got a charity involved.
Yeah, they're called Fibro Flare, and the chair actually contacted us directly. Her name is Beth, and she's absolutely lovely. We've been speaking to her quite a lot this evening, actually. We was on the phone for
an hour and a half, on and off.
Easily.
But no, it's hopefully as well, we are looking to become trustees for her. So this is not just we're not gonna go away overnight. We are gonna stand and fight for this.
Yeah, so it's going to be a case of we will be doing this permanently. It's not just something that we're doing temporarily just for the petition. It's something that we are looking to do permanently for the rest of our lives.
So it's just something we strongly believe in, and for the people who, shall we say, disagreed with us, you just can't.
You can't please everybody.
Yeah. So again, to them, thank you for your input, but we've done our research and we've had it verified, haven't we? So
yeah, we it wasn't just something that we thought that was done overnight. As I've previously said, this is something that was not just, we didn't just get the research from just one point after the diagnosis. We was doing it like when we was told this could be your diagnosis of fibromyalgia. We started researching it then, and continued to do the research and gather that information, and then even speak to various doctors,
friends who's got it.
Yeah, and obviously a professor who studies it as well, looking at various different aspects.
He's a lecturer as well, isn't he? So he's quite high up, really. He's supporting us. Update on MPs, we've got a couple who's going to support us. I'm not going to mention their names at this time.
At this stage, we're at 4 new MPs.
Yep.
So in total, obviously, people are aware of Toby Perkins, so that at that stage we now have 5 in total.
And unfortunately, Toby himself is unwell at the moment, isn't he? So if you're watching at any point, Toby, we hope you get well soon.
We send you get well messages through Facebook, but hopefully you'll get to see them. But do get well soon. We are thinking of you, and we do appreciate your support
and everything that you've done, really, so far.
Yeah. So in relation to Fibro Flare, we're going to be getting some buckets for donations through, some leaflets as well. And there's a couple of exciting things we do need to say as well. The church in
Brimington, it's St Michael's and All Angels Church. You may have seen him commenting and liking on the page. The vicar, Daniel Cook, we've got to mention a big, huge special thanks to. He's agreed to let us light up the church purple
for the Fibro Flare charity again, for their events, what they do, and that is called Light Up the Nights. We'll post obviously the links onto our page for Fibro Flare charity, and they do have a shop as well, so we'll pop that up so you can have a look at their shop as well.
Yeah. I think you can also get leaflets straight from there, can't you, as well?
Yes,
if you want to distribute them in your area.
And they do have the leaflets, they have car stickers and things like that as well.
So you can even have a car sticker with fibromyalgia as well. Yeah.
And I know there is a few bits of jewellery that they do have on there as well.
Speaking of which, me and AD have been quite busy. You might have noticed me post a few things sort of late last night and early this morning. I have been making the dream catchers. So far I've got one completed one and two half done, as well as a key ring and a pin as well, haven't I?
Yes.
I've also just started braiding a bracelet, so that's going to take me a while. But that's thanks to Becky Dilks, who taught us when we were kids how to do them. So, yeah.
There's also going to be a few other events that are going on. We've got very good friends and relatives that are going to go forward with a sponsored skydive.
Yeah.
So we'll pop links up to sponsorship forms so you can download them, get people to donate towards that as well.
Yep.
And then the wrestling guys who
So
Leanne knows.
David Stewart, he's in charge of Phoenix events. Some of you might have already seen them if you're based around Sheffield area. I just want to say a big thank you to him because he's actually going to let us take a bucket over and raise some money and awareness that way.
All I can
I
say
also
is,
want
thanks,
to
Dirtbag.
Yeah. I just want to say as well to two very special people from EBW, and that's Danielle and Andrew Hogg, because right now we wouldn't have got this diagnosis if it wasn't for you guys. And you're such good friends, and to be honest, as Andy says, Ohana, your family, and we love you so much. And Danielle, you're one of my best friends. I know I don't see you often, but thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks guys, we love you. Just keep and thank you for spreading the awareness out there as well with us. It's brilliant. The petition as well, just like to say, it's currently on 17,874. Now that is fantastic. Now obviously we need to get it to that quarter milestone at 25,000. So please keep sharing, spread the word.
Yeah,
it is for a good purpose for all of us for fibromyalgia. I don't know if anyone listened to BBC Radio Sheffield. Obviously, that wasn't the full interview that took place with myself. Unfortunately, Leanne couldn't be there
due to what happened on Monday. So
as you're all aware, but the gentleman Simon who came to interview me at my home was there for over an hour. The bit you saw was heard of, so apologies, was only the description of me explaining briefly of what fibromyalgia is, and then they brought Des in from FMA UK. Now, obviously, we are not involved with that charity. We're involved with FibroFlare, and there were some things he agreed with and some things he's not. Obviously, I did speak to this gentleman as well on the phone for a good half an hour, but things were said between me and him. But I wish him all the best with his charity, and obviously we are with FibroFlare, as we've said, so that's the charity we support.
Yeah. So again, just thank you so much. If there's anybody who would like to donate anything for raffle prizes and things,
yes, please.
Just get in touch.
For if you're in the Chesterfield, Inksel,
Brimington, Staveley,
Hollingwood, Newbold, anywhere around there, basically, just drop us a message, please, as that would help for our event. We're doing everything we can to get as much there. Also, someone in Chesterfield who's good at face painting. If anyone's able to come and do that.
If anybody has got any crafts that they do, so if you want to come and set up a stall, you're more than welcome. So you can come and show everybody what you can do and make and things like that as well. So just drop us a message and we'll try and get back to you as soon as we can. Obviously I've got my hands full with 2 little ones.
So and I have started doing courses as well, so as I've advised, but I'm still in between. As soon as it goes off, I forget my course and move on to the petition. So probably I shouldn't do that, but
yeah, again, we just like to remind everyone why we are doing this. It's to raise awareness, to get people educated on the condition, because the condition itself is hell.
Well, it's just not solely for the awareness, it is also to try and see if we can get it for the disability, but it is for the knowledge,
the education
and understanding and everything to be put out there, and also so we can enable better care, treatment and support for people with fibromyalgia. As we are seeing more and more every day, people are contacting us with quite there's some stories where
it's not particularly
where it's not so bad, but then there's some stories where we read and we just want to break down and cry.
Yeah, we literally end up just walking away at that point, don't we, and having to have 5 minutes.
Yes, we don't mind getting those stories. It is actually, it does go towards everything that this petition is for.
It's just made us more passionate and more determined to see this through, and again, we are going to do this.
We want to hit everything for this petition, because we don't want to hear of anyone else taking their lives because they're getting told,
it's all in your head.
It's all in your head. No, you don't. You're not entitled to that support. You're not entitled to this. Enough's enough. We all need to stand together and unite and get this into Parliament, to get this change done and to get this awareness spread. I don't want to be there in front of my phone or my computer anymore reading a message saying so and so's can't take it anymore, and ending their life. We shouldn't have to do that. No one should have to take their own life because they are not believed or anything. So please just get this word out there. It's about time all of us with fibromyalgia
stood together
and listened to.
That's what we're doing this for. Everybody needs to stand together and we all need to fight. Again, it is a hard, it's going to be a hard road. We know that.
It's going to be a long fight, but
we will get there. We will do this.
We are putting everything we can into it, as well as needing our downtime ourselves, so we don't push ourselves too much, as you know, we have got fibro ourselves. But it's also the fact we still need time with our family, with our friends, like everyone does, so we can try and have that relaxation time. But we are still here, we are still fighting. Just because you don't see anything on the page or we don't,
we are still here.
we are still here, we are still working in the background, doing everything.
I mean, the folder we've got, it's sort of kind of getting really thick now.
Yeah, we need another one of those.
Yeah, so I've got more things to get printed, get put into there. There's a few bits we've got to upload to the page at some point as well, isn't there?
Yes. It's the next things that will be uploaded to the page is the links to the Fibro Flare charity.
Yep. So check them out.
And I'll have to do that. Well, it'll be tomorrow morning now, because once I'm finished with you this evening, I'll be going home and actually trying to relax with my boyfriend for the evening. But if that happens, we'll see. Probably end up running around doing cleaning.
Well, mine's on night shift, so he'll be going at midnight. So I don't sleep anyway,
but
so
anyway, once we've got more for the Light Up the Night event, anyway, that will be on the 12th of May, and then we'll be doing the fundraising event in the church there.
in the church hall.
The church hall.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully that will be
Please,
on
Daniel.
Please. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Love you, Daniel. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that will be on the 13th. But we'll be going to meet Daniel anyway to confirm if and when we'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you all posted, and we'll keep you posted in relation to the Phoenix Events Night as well.
Yep, so again, that'll be based in Sheffield. So if you can make it, great. So
If you
I've just
can't-
got to get dates and things from my good friend David. So again,
But if you can't, then we can always pop the links on there as well, so you can see what's happened at that event.
yeah.
But no, we appreciate your time, and sorry for this long-winded video. We've just had a lot to update you all on.
Yeah, and obviously it's my first video in quite a while.
Yeah.
So from the bottom of my heart, just thank you so much. And
Sorry, the cat's in the wash basket.
Oh God, sorry, but no, just thank you so much for all of your support.
And we'll be in touch soon. And thank you very much, everyone. Spoony hugs, and we're Fibro Warriors. Keep it going.
Bye.